The collection has grown. Yes, my Game Boy game collection has a few new residents inside of the old cracker box. So I'll just get right to it. I picked up 8 of them over the past, I'll say, 2 months or so. And the first one is a pinball game. I really like video pinball in and of itself. It's Revenge of the Gator. And this is by, I believe, HAL Laboratories, the makers of Super Smash Brothers and all that other fun stuff. Kirby. This is a straight up, pinball game. It's got, various levels, like 4 different sections, I should say, to the main table. You get, multi-ball and all that stuff. And I really like it when your pinball actually drops. It actually sinks down below. And there's like a gator at the bottom of the table that eats the ball. I think that's pretty funny. But yeah, Revenge of the Gator. I picked it up really cheap, and it's a lot of fun. Definitely check that out. If it's fun or fair, I'll give you a quick review of each game. It's fun. Pick it up. The next one by Taito is Chase HQ. Now this is one of the harder to find games. This is an average about 5 out of 10 on Nintendo Age's site. So basically, it's like a racing game where you're trying to apprehend criminals. And so you start off at a certain distance, and you have to close the distance between you and your opponent. And basically, what you have to do is ram your car into the back end of their vehicle, or to the side. You have to sideswipe them, get them to pull over. It's only about 5 stages, not very long. And actually, I think in the first level, there's a splitting path. You can go left or right, and if you choose right, you warp immediately to like level 4 or something like that. So, anyways. Again, I didn't pay very much for any of these games, so Chase HQ, fun. Next up, and this is a near and dear series to me on the NES, Skate or Die. Well, this is Skate or Die Bad and Rad, and it's not a very hard to find game, very common. It's surprisingly difficult. There you got the top-down view skateboarding areas, which are tough. And you have the platforming type of areas, the side screen view. Those are trickier. But yeah, I picked it up. I didn't know too much about this game. Apparently there's another game, I like European Thrash Tour or something like that, which is even rarer. This one's common. This is by Konami, by the way. And definitely fun though, a lot of fun. A game that I bought and I beat back in the day, but now I have in my collection, and I beat this game multiple times already. Very quick game, but very fun. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Fall of the Foot Clan. Ultra games there. Short, sweet, beat 'em up. Very simple. Fun or fail. Definitely fun. Pick this up. Any Game Boy enthusiast library. It would not be complete without TMNT Fall of the Foot Clan. Moving right along, and I'm a big Battletoads fan, so I had to pick up Battletoads on the Game Boy. And it's a lot... it's different from the NES version. A tad bit easier. There's a lot of, I'll say, bullshit areas where you will get caught in the screen, and you're trying to jump from platform to platform, and enemies will come from behind you is what I'm trying to say, and then they'll bash you into the pit. Or you'll just lose your footing and just fall off somewhere. I mean, this game, it can be very cheap and frustrating at times, but it's a lot of fun too. Definitely one of the tougher Game Boy games, but yeah, this is definitely a fun game. One of the later releases that actually has some Super Game Boy Game Pack accessibility is Battle Arena Toshinden. It's a fighting game. You got 8 selectable characters, there's 4 hidden characters, and there's 2 hidden modes, I do believe, that you have to input via secret codes. I heard of this game back in the day, and I've always wanted it. And it's a 2D fighter instead of, I think the PlayStation 1 version, Battle Arena Toshinden, is a 3D fighter, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I am wrong. It's a lot of fun, definitely a lot of fun. I think the only other fighter I have is Killer Instinct, and that was it was okay, it's not bad. But this one's definitely a lot better. I mean, it's got cutesy graphics, they're kind of like the super deformed, chibi, kind of small creature. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I would definitely pick this up. I paid a little bit more for this, about $10, but this is one of the later releases in the original Game Boy's lineup, 1996. So yeah, I definitely had to have this. I picked this one up too. This is a really good one. This is, of course, Ducktales. Excuse me. Now, the NES game is a classic. The one on the Game Boy I've never played before. And it's pretty much the same damn game, except the music's a bit off. The sound effects, I think, kind of get in the way of the music, which is kind of disheartening because the music's phenomenal in the NES game. Everybody knows that. Excuse me. But yeah, the challenge is still there. And to be honest, you don't find, at least to me, you don't find as much treasure as in the original Nintendo game, which is sad because you really need a lot of treasure to access different areas, especially the first level, the jungle area, or the Amazon, I should say. Yeah, I'm still, I like it. It's a fun game, very fun. That's my final verdict of this game. Actually, all these games, really. But Ducktales, definitely glad I have this in my collection. Excuse me, I got a bad cough. Fuck. Ugh. Anyways, the last one, I actually didn't have this. It's a very common game. Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening. And I finally had it, and I played the shit out of this game that my friend Brandon used to have, whom you guys might know by now. It was one of my best buddies growing up, and he had like everything. He was the kid that had everything. I mean, Sega Saturn, Sega CD, geez, Turbo Graphics, NES's, SNES's, Genesis, everything. He just had fucking everything. But yeah, I played this on his Super Game Boy back in the day. I loved it back then. I could never just get a reasonable copy. They were always so expensive. There's like $30-35 for copies that I've seen, just loose. This one I picked up for $10, so it was a steal. I had to snag it, and so yeah, that is it. That's my my new Game Boy game. So I hope you like this little video. Max Impact 24 channel. I'm Will. As always, in the meantime, in between time, take care. Rebel Yell. Yeah, Billy Idol. Adios.